Hey guys, this is System, and this is ATM9 to the sky. I myself am having a fantastic day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and jump forward, get back into this pretty cool package. In between episodes, have not done too much. I did set up some more CPUs, as well as more molecular assemblers and pattern providers. So I have two of those towers now. So one there, one there. Then I have these two big CPUs. So these ones here are 256K crafting storage. And then we have 13 of the co-processing units for each one. So they're quite beefy, which is not too bad. Then back here we have 5 smaller ones, right? So the 2 big ones are going to be for like big crafts. So I want to craft up a whole bunch of an item or a complex item. It will be those CPUs. These smaller ones are more meant for, I guess, crafting in the background. So back here, something like this. I have a crafting card, right? And this has charged redstone. So if the system needs to craft that, it uses a CPU in the background to do that for me. It'll grab one of the small ones first. It always grabs the smallest one first. So that's what those ones back there are for. So that's pretty cool there. And we're looking pretty good in that regards. And I guess the only other thing I really did in between episodes was set up a whole bunch of patterns for our molecular assemblers. So they're kind of all pretty much half filled now. We'll have to go ahead and get to the, I guess, the better ones at times. So you go to, let's just go to pattern provider. There's better ones, right? So extended AE has these extended ones. I think these ones have 3 rows of patterns, so I'll have to go ahead and get those crafted up. There's actually better molecular assemblers we can make as well, so we'll get to those in time as well. So that's kind of the plan, kind of move forward here. First thing I want to do before anything, though, is go ahead and set this up and make myself a Supremium water can. I don't know what a watering clan is. We've got ourselves a click machine and a piece of dirt. With that, we're going to be able to speed up our essence farm quite a bit, actually. It's going to be quite insane how much this will speed it up. So right now, you kind of see it doesn't really clear the entire field every time it harvests. So it goes through the cycle. About half of them grow. Then it kind of clears it, right? With this, we'll be able to make it so it's a full field every time very easily. So it's just going to go ahead and grab this piece of dirt here. Just as a placement block. Go ahead and grab this click machine. Go ahead and pop that up there. Actually, I'll just show you this too. When you first get this too, you have to use it on a water source. Just like that. Fill it up and it'll say filled there. At which point it'll be filled forever. Then you just look at a block. Just kind of like right click, right? And then it just grows things insanely fast. Like this thing is crazy. Just look at that. Nuts, right? But we go ahead and put that in the click machine. Set it to about once every 2 seconds. And that should just keep this field pretty much full. So every time the pylon kind of does the cycle there, you can clear the entire field. Look at that. Not bad. Maybe I need a little faster. Maybe a little faster than that. Let's go to here in 4 seconds. See if that works. Why is this one growing so slow? Why are you being so derpy? Yeah, looks like it's working enough. Close enough, right? But you can see there now the essence is coming in super quickly. It's getting pretty much an entire field, and everything's just good in the world, right? And that costs nothing. I mean, it's a tiny bit of resources, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some Powah, and we're going to get into some mystical as well. So let's go ahead and do a little automation here to make the seeds from mystical agriculture. So we want to go ahead and automate seeds like this, right? So I want to make the energized steel. I just throw the stuff in a barrel and make the seed, and then we just go ahead and grab it, right? So that's kind of the idea. So what I have here is a diffusion altar. This is a block of redstone. Put it on top there. And then I'll make it so this thing needs a redstone signal. So I have the block under there. Let this be always activated. So I don't have to trigger the recipe after we have the items in. It'll just automatically create it. These are just the infusion altars, or pedestals, I guess. There you go. Need 8 of those around. Put it down, you get the ghost blocks, know exactly where to put them, and you're good to go, right? That's going to be how you kind of set up the altar there. So super simple. What we're going to use to automate it is going to be a modular router. So let's go ahead. Let's put it here, actually. Here you go. And I made some other stuff here. Some speed upgrades. So these are super cheap. All this is super cheap, actually. Muffler upgrades as well. We'll put those in at the end. These will hide the lasers, which I don't really want to see. And distributor modules to move the items around. Anyway, let's put the speed upgrades in there. That will just make it faster. Now, we're going to have to set the filters here to make this work, right? So, first one here, we'll go inside. We're going to set that to a whitelist and set it to prosperity seeds, just like that. Then we're going to shift and right click on that, I think, and then just put that into here. Now, if I put it in a prosperity seed, it should know where to send it. There you go. Went exactly to the pedestal. So, there you go. The first part of it is actually done. Now, the next one here, we'll probably do a whitelist. Now, half the recipe is always going to be, I guess, essence. So we want to go ahead, I guess, filter every one of the different essence here. So let's go ahead and do that. This one as well will be on a whitelist. So we'll do that there. And we don't need seeds on this one. That should be good. If I put this one in here, actually we need to set the pedestals first, right? So we'll pick 4 pedestals like that. You go, and that should be everything. Looks like it's good. Go ahead and pop it in here. Then if I take one of those essence, let's grab a couple of them. Let's grab Inferium, I guess, just to test it. There you go. And drop that in there. There you go. Goes to all 4 pedestals. Doesn't end up on the ones we haven't set up yet, which is kind of the idea, right? So everything's good in that regards. So that one is set. Last one, all we have to do is pretty much do a blacklist, because it's always going to be 4 essence, then 4 other items, right? So we'll just do the same thing, but a blacklist. So we'll just do this, that, set up all the essence here. You can also just pull these across too, so I could just do that, right? But it was easier to do it this way. There you go. That way I didn't have to look for it all. Also, I don't need to ban that, so let's not do that. Only different thing we need to add to a blacklist here is a prosperity seed as well. And that should be good. That should be effectively done. So let's go ahead and drop that one off. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw a spruce barrel in here. Don't ask me why spruce. It's just what I had. Go ahead and do that. And that's good. This here is a hopper upgrade. Just going to let it push items down below. Now, if I want to make a seed here, and what I want to make right away actually is going to be ice seeds, right? So let's go ahead and grab some ice. Not icer, just 4 ice. There you go. Then we'll need the 4 essence. Good there, and a prosperity. And take that stuff and pop it in here. It should just make the, I guess, do the entire ritual here in a second. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I didn't actually set up this one, did I? So let's go ahead and do this one. So that, and that. There you go. Now it's actually set up. Do that. Should know where to put that. It's going to do the little ritual here, and then we should get our seed, right? Super simple, right? That's amazing. Then on top of that, I guess all we need is like a barrel or something. Let's do that, and we'll probably use these here, the transporters. We'll see if this works. If not, I'll have to use piping. I just thought this would look a little better. Do that there, do this here, and pull out. It does have an inventory. There you go. That's automated seeds right there. That's how easy it is. Super simple, and I'm going to be making a bunch more. Like right now, I'm going to go ahead and make, where's it at? My energy setup. It's right here. There you go. Making a whole bunch of different ones from Powah. So I have a block, 36 blocks of blazing crystal. These are compressed, I guess. That, and that. And making all the different seeds from Powah, right? Actually, why did I make so many of the blazing? Was I, why? It must have been the recipe? Oh, I must have did this. Yeah, I was doing blaze mesh 1 times. It was taking 7 million, and I did those. I really only needed the smaller ones, right? Yeah, I only needed 4 of those. I made way too many. These ones here, I was doing the other ones. Like, it actually do the block crafting at a time. So I was doing blocks of diamond because I knew I was going to need them compacted down for these ones here. So I need 9 each to be able to make the each one of the seeds. But man, I totally derped. I have way more than I need. There's all our initial seeds. Let's go ahead and get these planted here. We're probably going to be swapping out most of our Inferium now and switching over to pretty much all different crops, right? So let's go ahead and break that. There you go. Go ahead and break you as well. Also, let's go to option video settings and turn off our particles because we really don't need that right now. Let's go to minimal for right now. There we go. We don't have to look at the spam and then start planting these seeds. I may go ahead and keep 80 of these for now. We already have a ton of Insanium now, so it doesn't really matter too much, but go ahead and do that. Actually, no, we'll wait for that for later. See if we have to worry about that. Only want to set up 1 crafter today. Anyway, go ahead and put down our Spirited. Then we got Energized Steel. We have ourselves the Uranite Seeds. I made 3 of these. Then I also made the Blazing Crystals. So we have those ones. Then we have Niotic Crystals as well, which is awesome. And that should be pretty much everything. Oh, I also made Ice Seeds because we're going to do some stuff with ice here. Now, right now, that stuff doesn't have a place to go. We're going to be breaking down this setup here. We don't actually need that one anymore. So that is good. Going to switch over to a oak barrel. So go ahead and pump that down here. Go ahead and give that a couple upgrades. And that should be able to, I guess, hold this stuff, I guess, for a little bit until we get this auto-crafted, right? Also, fertilized essence, I don't think we get that, do we? Why wasn't I getting that before then? Was that just sitting in the machine and being, like, voided off or something? I didn't even notice we got that. I had to go ahead and craft this when I made the watering can. So what I want to go ahead and do is automate the crafting of essence using XNet, right? So we'll use XNet, and that should be able to, I guess, power and facilitate the automation for all these crafters here, which is kind of the idea. So I have all my essence in the barrel here. This is the barrel that was in the farm. We're going to set that up a little different, right? So what we're going to do here, go ahead and grab this. This is a entangled block, right? So pretty easy to do. Then I just go ahead and shift right click on this with a entangled binder. With that, we could actually head back to the farm here and link this up in a different way, right? So we'll go ahead and head this way here. Go ahead and drop down our entangled block right there. Go ahead and right click on that. And now you can see it's connected to that barrel. So it's connected to the barrel. You can see that barrel, and it'll be sending the items to the barrel now, right? You see now the items are coming in again, and that's exactly what we want to see. I just figured it'd be easier to have it done. I was going to do it the opposite way. Then I decided to have the barrel down here. That way I can look at the barrel and set my filters and stuff that I need to set way easier without having to pull up JEI constantly. So that should work out there. Now, like I said, we're going to be using XNAT here. One thing you should always do when you put down an XNAT controller too is give it power. Get it fully powered. Especially if you're going to be using it to move around power, like we're going to be. Like it's going to power all these crafters, right? Because otherwise it can't actually do anything. It needs power to be able to move its initial power, right? We'll grab that. Have some of these here, the advanced blue connectors. Let's go ahead and do that there. They'll just connect to everything we touch. In fact, I probably won't even connect these ones yet until I'm ready to use them. So we don't have to worry about items going anywhere. So that's good there. Then we need to go ahead and start configuring this thing. So the first thing we want to do is set up a channel. So it has different channels here. There's 8 different channels we set up. We want to set up an energy one though. And then we want to go to the, the flux point. And we want to create a, you can just click on that there. Whoops. Click on that, hit create. Set a extract. And then we want to do an insert on this and an insert on the controller as well. And that should already start powering that up, right? So this one has power. And this thing's running now, so it would be using power, so it's getting power, so it's pulling that from the point. And I can add more to the other crafters when I want to get them hooked up later on. So now that we have the power channel set up, we want to go ahead and set up a item channel. Let's go ahead and create a item channel like that. On that, we probably want to go to the block crafter, and we want to create a insert channel. So there's an insert channel right there. Then we can actually tell what could be, inserted into it. So we can set the filter right here, just like that. Can you actually shift that? No, you can't. Actually, where did I put that? Oh, down there. Go ahead and do that right there. And then we want to do a extract channel from this. So let's do an extract from that. And if I go ahead and drop this stuff in here, it should be starting to go in here, which is what we want to see. We can speed that up, but for right now, that's fine. Then we want to go ahead and set up recipes, right? So this one here, the blazing crystal. I'll probably do this. Make sure we have some slots here. Tell it to remember. As always, make sure that goes to just normal extract as well. And that should be fine. So click that. There you go. It's actually going to the export, which point we'll pull that out of there at a later point. Like I said, we make this faster as well. I just want to kind of get all the recipes set up first. So we'll have 6 different recipes in this one machine is kind of the idea, right? So I'll go ahead and set up the other 6 here. There you go. I got all our initial recipes set up here, so we should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn that to fast there. We should go ahead, and speed that up as well. So in here, we go to the crafter, right? In here, we have the insert. I guess it's on the extract we speed it up, right? Yeah, right there. We turn that stack, and you right-click that. You can actually lower the number to 5 ticks, at which point that should go quite a bit faster there, right? There we go. It has no place to actually put the items yet, but that's kind of what I was going for. Go ahead and grab our different materials here. I guess what we'll do here is a little temporary kind of drop off. Maybe a little buffer here. I guess I can pull this in straight through a ender chest as well. Yeah, I already had that anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe I had already planned that. Doesn't really matter where it goes. We'll just put it right there. One of the joys of the advanced connectors that I'm using too is that they can connect to multiple sides of the same face as well. So it's just a nice little option there. And I guess we could just do I will do an extra channel here. So we'll do another one. Go to item, just to keep it nice and clean here, because we'll have extra channels anyway. We could do it all in one, but it's kind of messy sometimes. And then we'll do a extract from the crafter. So we'll do that. We'll turn it up because it must be fast. Set up the stack. And just do an insert on this. At which point, all that stuff should start going in here. Let's see here. Did it actually start pulling? Yeah, it's pulling here. Nice. That's actually pretty cool. It'll get cut off here in a little bit. But it's all going in there. And I don't know if I have drawers set up for that yet. I may have to go ahead and set up drawers for that. But you can see here it's already gone through all that essence. I may just do a void on this fertile essence. But that effectively handles all our automation here. So I think all I really need is some drawer setup for these materials here. At which point we'll have all the power materials kind of infinitely. And as I get more essence, I'll be able to, I guess, just do the same thing, right? So I can add more and more crafters. And there'll also be, like I said, a separate type of essence, right? So there's going to be ones I want to craft as soon as they come to the system, because they only craft in one thing. But something like nature essence, we'll end up having a drawer or some kind of mass storage for, like this stuff right here. There you go. Because it's going to actually be used for all different kinds of recipes and can be used for numerous things. So there's no point auto crafting it before it gets in the system. So really depends on the material that we're working with at the time. But for right now, I guess all I need is drawers, and then we're good to go. So I think I have enough materials now to make our first reactor, right? So I want to go ahead and make the spirited. We're going to go straight to spirited. We need 36 of these blocks, right? So 36, there you go. And that should be everything it's going to take there. It looks like it should be able to handle it. We'll see if it actually gets hung up here pretty quickly. Should be able to make everything at a pretty good pace, the way I have everything set up here. There you go. Already done. No problem at all. Let's go ahead and grab our reactor here. I will be making more of these. This will be just the initial one. To get this thing built is really easy too. So it's just you just put down the initial block, and this kind of does the rest for you. I think we may end up with 6 of these in time. So 6 of these reactors. So you put down the first block. It just kind of, builds the entire reactor for you. Then you have this interface, right? So we need to get some materials into here. We need to get, I think we need a bucket of water first off. Let's go ahead and grab a bucket real quick. Get that done. We'll have to get uranite in there. And then we need to get snow. And we're going to be using the powdered snow. That's why I actually went ahead and made the ice seeds as well. Let's go ahead and do that. So that should handle that. Then we need redstone, snow, and the uranite, I believe, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and figure this out here. So down here I have a little hole, and I have some channels, so we should be able to access this really easy. We should have cables in here, right? So I just want some basic ones. Let's go to grab them. And then I need an exporter as well. Do we have an exporter? We have one. Go ahead and grab an export bus. Find a spot up here to kind of stick it. Where should I put that? Put it right there. I don't think it matters. Now, it's been a while since I used this thing, so I need to remember exactly how it works here. So first thing we'll need is uranite. So we'll just tell it to export that, right? So we're producing that automatically. There you go. Actually, it's starting to get filled up here. You see there, it's actually started to generate power. It won't be very efficient like this, mind you, because it only has the water in it. And we need to have the other things in here to kind of make it, I guess, work properly. Next thing we'll need is, I guess, some crafting cards as well. So let's actually head into, I guess, into our bag here. Hunt down our network tool. Go ahead and hunt down a crafting card. Go. Sweet. Oh, not that. Go ahead and do this right here. And then we'll want redstone as well. I think we could use redstone blocks, right? If I remember correctly. So go ahead and pop that in there. Probably have to add some speed upgrades as well. Go ahead and pop out the accelerations. And then go ahead and hook that up. Sweet. And there you go. It's getting redstone now. And now it's already up to 50. How much is that? Is that 55k FP a tick? So not too bad there. Then we still have, I have some ice in the system. I'm going to put one in to see where it goes here. It's only packed right now, but we're going to get it up to blue, and then we'll get it up to, actually, can we make blue ice straight from that? Oh, I can just compress that down, right? Yeah, I can just use a crafter to turn, oh, I might be able to use a drawer for that. Wait a sec, before we do anything, I'm curious. So if I do this, and I must have an open compacting drawer somewhere. I have one right here. Is that blue ice? Oh, there you go. That's way better than putting the ice in the drawer there. Then we'll have to turn that into, there's one called like powdered snow or something like that. I forget what it's called. You go to Powah. This stuff right here. Dry ice is what we need to make. So we need to make that with the orb there. So that's good. But I want to put one in there for now. There you go. Kind of fills it up here. Then it should get more efficient, I believe, right? So we're up to 62k. And then we need coal for the last one, I think, right? So go ahead. I guess we have coal in the system. How much do I have there? 25k. I'll have to make coal seed as well. I would probably use blocks of coal for this as well, just to make it not have to send it as often. So if I did this here and go ahead and put you into there, that should do it. There you go. And we're up to 91k per tick. Is that really what it's going to max out at? What is auto mode? The reactor will stop when it's full and start when it has. Let's learn. Leave auto mode on. That looks good. I think everything's good except for we need to switch over from the packed ice over to the actual, what is it there? Dry ice, right? So we need to automate this next. I think we just throw a plug on the back here too, and just do that, and that should start feeding all that power to the system as well. So that's actually really good. And then I could probably take that limiter I had off on this thing, right? Because it wasn't allowed to actually move much power. Probably change that up to like 50,000 right now already. There you go. I'll start filling this up way quicker. The last thing we need to do here is go ahead and automate, fully automate our orb, I guess. So we'll just leave it right here too. No reason to move it anywhere else. Let's go ahead and do that and that there. Then we should have a cable right there, right? So let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to be using a pattern provider. So let's go ahead and do that there. Then we'll just need a cable here, just so it gets hooked up to power. That's good there. Now this thing here, we're going to change one setting. We're going to want it on blocking mode. That's going to make it so it looks at the recipe, only sends those items, and doesn't try to send the items for a second recipe until it's done crafting. That way we don't have to worry about the whole thing with it getting the wrong items in the inventory. It'll just kind of self-regulate itself. Then we'll have an importer there, I suppose. Then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves some glass cable. We'll have to get some facades and stuff to hide this and make it pretty again. But I think that's effectively our automation right there. So if I go ahead and just grab, I guess we need to put the recipe in there. That might help. Go ahead and drop that off. There you go. Go ahead and grab ourselves some dry ice. Tell it to craft 1, should craft 3. And there, it's done. And we just need to tell it what to import. That is an import bus, right? Okay, I was wondering why it didn't work there. No, it worked just fine. So there you go, we have that done. So the last thing we need to do, I guess, is tell it to take the dry ice and put it into here. And once it uses up that first batch here, it'll just switch over to that. But it takes a while for this for it to actually burn through that, which is a problem. But it doesn't matter too much. But we'll see what the power is at, I guess, after that. I don't know how much more it's actually going to boost it, but it will boost it a little bit more. We're averaging around 88k currently, so not too bad at all. Looking pretty good. So yeah, that's our power reactor done really easily. I want to go ahead and grab some facades though. I'm fine with this cable, but that floor is not acceptable. I'm going ahead and set up another seed here. This one's going to be for coal. In time, we're going to need a lot of coal for Project E. So right now, it's just kind of filling up the inventory, which is fine. I need to get power to this thing, so we'll have to go ahead and set it up here. Just the one kind of essence in there right now. I'll be adding more seeds, I guess, in between episodes, but this one in particular is important because we're needed for Project E as well, right? So I have 5 of those seeds going at this point. This one has nothing yet, right? Yes, so we'll want a insert on that channel. Then we're going to want a insert on this channel, and then we're going to want to filter that. Although it shouldn't matter too much. It's the only place I could put that stuff, right? But I should filter it just in case I want to change around the setup at all. So we'll go here, go ahead and set the filter again. And then the same thing, we just do a extract. And then we just set stack, and then last time, right? And that should handle that. There you go. Should have coal coming in the system. Shouldn't have any essence in here. There you go. There's another one automated. So easy to do it like this. I've never really done the auto crafting like this before. Usually I do it inside our refined storage or 82. But I'm finding this is really useful, actually. You just need to be a little careful setting up the recipes, maybe turning off the machines when you're tweaking them. So they're not getting filled up with stuff while you're trying to set up the recipes, right? But outside of that, pretty cool. Really, really cool, actually. And I have lots of room here. I could just do a nice solid wall of crafters here if I feel so inclined with all the different recipes. So this thing, I think, is on dry ice now, so that's cool. And it's producing about 97k FE a tick, which is not too bad at all. Added a crafting card. Apparently I forgot it for the dry ice, but that's in there as well. I did go ahead and get to the next part. I'll be making more of those reactors in between episodes too. So that'll be just something I do as we get the resources. I only want to keep one of each seed, so it's going to take a little bit of time to build up, but once we have it, we have it. What I want to get to right now, you may notice I have some singularities here. While I was waiting, I set this up here. It is a matter condenser from AE2. And I'll show you what's going on back here. Nothing too much. Just has some export buses, so I have it connected with 3. You could use water. I'm just using infinite cobble. I think the water is actually faster. Oh, you could probably do it pretty fast, actually, with laser I/O than the 9 connections per side, but honestly, I don't really care that much. These will just build up. We'll get more than enough than we need. The only thing I really want it for right now, anyway, is to make it so we can actually get our... What is the thing I want here? The quantum bridge card. This is going to make it so we actually have infinite wireless crafting. So that's what I want here. So I want to go ahead and set that up. I don't even know why I have a click machine on me. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So I don't know why I have... I think I just got that as a reward from Quest. I don't need that right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop that off. And I think I got everything except for we're going to need TNT. So let's go ahead and grab that. I should explain that machine a little more too. I didn't explain it all. So the matter condenser. You actually have to put in a ME storage component. And then when it's in here, you can choose between different things that you're producing, right? So you could have these matter balls, or you could have these ME condenser outputs. I guess they're singularities what they are. For every 256,000 items, you actually get one. I think I just voided some off. It doesn't really matter. You can also just use it as a void tank, you know what I mean, as well. Just void things off. So that's how that works. So every time it gets 256,000 items in it, we get one of these things. We need a lever as well. And I think we need some ender dust, right? So let's go ahead and grab some ender dust. Let's do that right there. And we need, what we're trying to make right now is called a quantum entangled singularity. And the way we do that is by exploding this stuff here, right? So we go ahead and grab the tiny TNT, just because it's a nice small controllable explosion, right? Throw that there, throw the singularity, and then we just want to go ahead and grab a lever. Cool, and that's going to explode that. It's going to make a little hole in our floor. That's fine. Makes a little pippity pop, and then we have our quantum entangled. So that is the good part of that, right? Now we have those, we should be able to make one of these, hopefully. What do we need here? Let's go into there, actually. Go. We just need a wireless Flux pearl. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of those. That looks good there. Then I guess we need this. And then anything else? There's a card. Awesome. So we have our quantum bridge card. So that's awesome. Then I set up the recipe for the rest of it. So we go to quantum. We want the quantum link chamber. So we'll go ahead and grab one of them. And then we need 8 of the quantum ring. This is like a little multi-block here. So hopefully that's done there soon. Oh, it's almost done there. No problem at all. Just need the last 2. Just need to find a spot to put this. Probably put it right here, actually. So let's go ahead and grab our quantum ring. This thing's a multi-block here. So you just do the little circle here. Like a little circle-y. Go ahead and grab yourself the link chamber. Put that in the center. Then we'd want to link this, right? So I think we link that. Then we go ahead and probably put this one into here. And where's the bridge card goes in here as well. Here you go. I think now we don't need this. Let's test that. So if I get rid of this now. Did I get that stuff? Make sure I got everything just in case I do need it. Looks like it dropped something. I don't know where my magnet is either. This doesn't matter too much. I don't think we need it. So we head over here, we can use it. Let's go a little ways from the base, right? If I head over this way, yeah, we have infinite wireless now. We are good. That is actually fantastic. Yeah, we have no problems at all. Where did all my stuff, though, go? I want all the stuff that dropped. Like, I didn't get any of it, did I? Oh, I did. I got the boosters here. I just didn't get the other part, my magnet. And see if we can hunt that down. It maybe fell in between the quantum there. There you go. Crisis averted. We got our wireless connector there. I don't think I really need it, like I said. But there you go. We got ourselves infinite wireless crafting. And everything's good in the world, right? So we've got ourselves power. We've got ourselves some seeds. I'll be doing more seeds in between episodes. I may go ahead and wrap this one up here for today. I'll definitely be doing more reactors too. I may actually already be ready to do another one. It's been a little while. I went for a coffee and stuff. Had to get out of the house for a little bit. It's so nice out today. Let's see here, 36. Yeah, we're already ready for another one, so I'll definitely be doing more of those in between episodes, and we'll just build up our power kind of push forward, and we'll have to finally get them up to nitro as well. But as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.